Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy B Scott back with another video. Hold on, I gotta adjust my camera real fast. And today I didn't do anything. I just let myself be in happiness and away from all my real estate ideas and work, and let myself be away from anything business. I just literally sat in the bed all day and just chilled out. But in true me fashion, I always want to be in stuff. I always want to, keep myself, up to date and just, meeting more people. But I'm actually headed to the 100th Equitech or Upsurge event right now. Actually, I don't know why I said Equitech, but I'm headed to the 100th Upsurge event. I'm out of breath a little bit. I just did some push-ups, which I gotta get me a car finally. I'm at that point now. Crazy thing. I'm just looking out the window waiting for my Uber real fast. Hold on, there's some lint in my beard. See, man, you can, you know what I'm saying? They always trying to get you. But so big milestone. Hold on one second, guys. I'm gonna put my camera right here. It's probably gonna fall. But big milestone, or not milestone, but like big move just happened. I finally got my motorcycle sold. So that's about 10 grand that I'm now not having to pay for, or finance or whatever, that I'm not paying for every month, which the bill was like around like 2 something. It fluctuated. So that's gonna look really dope on my credit that I paid that off in full. But I think I'm gonna do, because it's all about strategies and learning. So I learned in the past, just go ahead and paying stuff straight off doesn't always look the best. Especially if it's early, because a lot of times, and it's crazy as hell, you would think if you pay something off early, it would be better. But a lot of times, these creditors, they play these games, and there's all these different rules and, methods or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So what I think I'm gonna do is take the 9K, because I have to pay, I paid a motorcycle. The guys that did the work on my motorcycle, like my aftermarket muffler and all that stuff, or exhaust and all that stuff, I paid them to pretty much sell my bike for me, so they get a cut of the sale. How's that? But anywho, so after I get the money from that, I think I'm gonna pay almost down to 1,000 on the bike, and then, or like 2,000 on the bike, and then put the rest on a credit card, or maybe split it up half, who knows? But I'm just kind of like putting together the different strategy in my brain right now, because I just paid another big chunk off of my credit card that I'm talking about right now too. So that's definitely gonna look really good, and I'll go back up into the 7s on all of my scores, and then I can go after the vehicles that I wanted to do this year, and it all just happened like that, domino effect. You know what I'm saying? Just putting that positivity out there in the world, and strategy plus the positive affirmations plus the work behind it. It gotta equal success, right? There's no other way but to, there's no other option but to equal success. So I'm actually gonna today kind of like just go ahead and film in the event. It's at this place called Our House, which is really dope. It's a what would you call it, like a food spot, like an indoor food court, but it's really fire, because it's not just like a typical food court where you just go eat the food or whatever. But people actually, like, there's a bar in there, so people go there to actually network sometimes too. Like, you'll see a lot of people during the day going in there to work, and while they're working, they'll actually be networking, and just meeting people, meeting each other. So with this Upsurge event, it should be really dope, because I don't know how it's gonna be, honestly. This will be my first experience of them having it there. They usually have it at this other brewery. But anywho, guys, I'm about to finish getting ready. I know my Uber is around the corner. I'm charging my other phone. So I will catch you guys in a second when I get to Our House, and get some footage there. All right. What is up, guys? So I just made it over to Our House, but I wanted to show you a little bit of this like really dope corner. This whole area is pretty fly, because John Hopkins, if you're doing any type of investing and you look in the city of Baltimore, a cheat code I'm gonna give you guys right now, a cheat code is definitely just find out where the Johns Hopkins schools or universities or the hospitals are, and you can finally just kind of like just ride that coattail. But so I want to show you. You got a little like winery up there, whatever this is. I've never seen this place open yet. I think they just finished remodeling it. They got a few things up the block, like just a little wine bar. You can go buy beer and wine, but this is our house right here. They got this whole building, and like I said, Johns Hopkins is back down this way, but or actually the school is that way, and then the hospital is actually this way. But I'm gonna take you guys inside real fast. Do it low key, because sometimes people be looking. You know what? F that. We're not doing nothing low key. We just walking in. Ah. To make a pivot real fast because I got the dates mixed up. So the regular Upsurge event was today, and it was at another brewery that it's always at. So I rode a little, what do you call it, little scooters over there. I rode the bird scooter over there, but it was like pretty much the same crowd I had already been seeing around. So I just dove over here to this other marketplace that I have been wanting to come to for a while. But I believe it's the Mount Vernon or Mount something. But I'm gonna give y'all the name in 1 second. Oh yeah, this is the Mount Vernon marketplace. So as soon as I walked in, I didn't know what to expect, and I was about to just kind of like walk around real fast. But I saw oysters, and anybody that knows me, they know seafood is my I can't give it up, right? So I just ordered like a whole round of oysters, which I think I ordered like a whole dozen, and it only came with $20. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. And I got a whole beer all for $20. Like, being out here has really, like, I see why some people love the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? When it just comes to like being out and cost-wise, the whole nine, like, LA, it definitely has shown me, especially when I look at other investors, other real estate investors, and they really talk about the East Coast compared to the South compared to the West Coast. And like, you think that out here they don't have a lot of amenities and a lot of places to go, but you can literally go in a small city like Baltimore. You can literally go somewhere every day and not repeat where you go, and you know what I'm saying, have fun or go to the same places. It don't matter. But let me show you guys a little bit of this place. But yeah, so I'm just sitting at the bar waiting on my oysters to be shucked right now. I'm gonna grab a few of these, knock out these few oysters, do a little more walking around in the downtown area, because the downtown area is going crazy too as far as like real estate. And so there was a few like commercial spaces that I wanted to go see. So, like I said, we're in the Mount Vernon area right now, but it's not I'm not that far from Howard Street and all the other parts of downtown, which might be a little bit more down the way as far as like timeline, but it's all going crazy right now. But I'm gonna show you guys when I get my oysters what I got. I think I got 12, or I don't know how many it is. You'll see in a second. All right, so I didn't get 12. I just got, what is it, 1, 2, 4, 7, 2, 4, 5. I got 5 of them. So 5 for 20 plus a beer, still not bad, right? Let me give you guys this real cinematic approach to it. He put the names of them all right here. Oh no, that's my order. But I'm about to throw down so I can go ahead and catch some other places. I was thinking about going to the Inner Harbor, but I might stay in the downtown area today. I've been in the Harbor a lot, so I'll catch you guys in a second. Yo, what is going on, you guys? I'm back. And yes, it is another day, another dollar. Just left the gym. Well, actually, just left the gym, just left the bank, just opened up a new bank account, and soon personal, and I'm gonna open up another business account. But I wanted to come to this area for, oh shit, dropped my damn scooter. I've been wanting to come to this area for a while now. Cause I keep on saying, man, like Baltimore has a crazy layout. So this is called Rolling Hills or Rolling Heights. Yeah, Rolling Heights. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna try to roll around and not crash, but I'm gonna just show you guys real fast. Hold on, it's gonna be a little bumpy for a second. Hold on, y'all. So you come you come into the neighborhood like right here. I'm gonna go back in the beginning. So that's the old neighborhood, right? You see the old school brick houses or whatever. Then you see the little cool sign. And then all these brand new houses. So they took a whole neighborhood, or some developer bought this whole neighborhood and made it into this beautiful area. Like, it's crazy because it still has the same layout as most of the Baltimore neighborhoods. Like, you got a little roundabout right here, brand new streets. They still working on some of these joints. I'm gonna look up how much they cost in a second. And I believe these are considered luxury townhomes. Oh, you got a family moving into that one right there. Then we're gonna go around real fast. Actually, probably just gonna go across there. I kind of want to go to the back real fast, but I'm gonna go down this street. And this is right smack dab in the middle of the city. I'll show you guys a little later on exactly where I'm at, so you can see. But it's called Rolling Heights. I'm gonna look one of these up. Like, look at this, yo. They just took a whole neighborhood and just updated it. All right, cool. So then, boom, as soon as you come out of this is probably like the last ones right here, it looks like. Yeah, because they got the sign right here, luxury townhomes. But then that's the old neighborhood on this side of it. The old Rolling Ridge is what they call it. I'm gonna go to this park real fast, see how it looks. Oh, snaps. My damn battery dying. Okay, so it's like a cool amount of But yeah, man, just another day out here just canvassing. Decided to do it not in the car. Decided to hop on one of these little birds. They got these things all over the city, but that's just one of the neighborhoods right now and what's going on in Baltimore as far as development wise. And it's pretty insane, right? So I'm about to hop back on the bird and go a little bit more that way still. Like I'm still going back towards my property. So I just wanted to see this neighborhood because it's like literally right down this little street right here. That's the freeway down the hill. So since I've been here, I've been wanting to see this neighborhood and kind of like come and check it out. So finally today I decided to go do it. So, but yeah, man, it's rocking and rolling out here. Just stay tuned. We still on for the next property though. It's going to be a commercial mixed use. Because if I do multifamily, I want to do like that, like take a whole block and develop it. So I'll keep you guys posted and catch you guys in a second. So yeah, I was talking about my YouTube channel and my free content or my free ebook and e-course. But yeah, so right now, man, it's pretty crazy because the Airbnb market is being hit kind of hard as far as like just different cities and what the regulations are changing. It's also being hit hard with like Airbnb itself, which, you know, big corporations, they're always trying to make sure that they're on top and that they're maximizing and shifting in the best possible direction for themselves. So like right now, or I guess not even right now, let me say, what was it? Maybe last year, in the middle of the year, somewhere around there, Airbnb released like this whole new, what they call like new release of what kind of properties they were marketing more so, and what type of properties they were going to push to the front of the website. So when you go on Airbnb, like it was like for a second, they're pushing unique spaces. So like if you had, you know, a tree house, like a true tree house, and you know it had like these open air bathrooms with old step-in tubs, and you know, or if you had like, some people had like, one person had like a submarine on there. You know, just if you had unique homes, not your average in the city, you know, cookie cutter, clean, modern vibes, like that's cool, but they were pushing that. So it was like, man, a lot of people that had just, you know, like for instance, like in LA or California, a lot of people that had just invested in a lot of those houses out there in 29 Palms, Joshua Tree and all that stuff, where they were doing, everybody's doing the same thing, you know, pretty much open style, kind of like desert, like modern Spanish vibes. Like that was like the cookie cutter like thing out there, right? And so it got to the point where it was like, I guess, you know, Airbnb's looking at that like, you know, well, we don't want to get stale to our market, you know, to our market base. So we're really going to push the ones that are like so different out of the ordinary. So that was like last year or the year before that. Well, I forgot when that drop happened. And it changed the algorithm. You know, everything has the algorithm. So when you go on Airbnb, like as soon as you type Airbnb in and you go into their platform, if you've used it or if you didn't use it, you were definitely seeing those type of properties first. And that's when they started they added all those lists at the top, if you ever pay attention, where it's like, I think it said like, it's just different categories, you know. Let me see real fast. I think it's like, you know, outdoor finds or whatever the titles are. I'm gonna go to it really quick. Let me see. I honestly don't pay attention to it, but yeah. So how they have like beachfront, amazing views, lakefront, cabins, tiny homes, like that whole little list right there at the top, or the category where you can swipe over. So, and you see the first property, like look at that. Like that's not your average cabin. So that was, you know, like I said, about 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. So then recently Airbnb just did it again, where they switched over and they went back to their original, like, I remember when I first started doing Airbnb, or started using it back in like 2000 and I want to say like 9 or 10, man. It was literally, it was still only for like if you were trying to rent a room out in somebody's space, in somebody's house. Like that was the majority of the listings. And then of course, you know, with time and with popularity, it started to get a little weird. People, you know, doing weird stuff. So the company has to pivot. They have to make people feel comfortable still. So then people start renting out their whole houses. You know, people start realizing, oh snap, this is, you know, can become a career or a source of income. But anywho, you know, fast forward to now, Airbnb just dropped the Airbnb rooms. So when you go on there, like you'll see this first person, you see their little picture at the bottom. So now Airbnb literally just went back to what they very first started the whole platform off of, which is renting out rooms. But I think now it's a lot more safe because I'll just hit it right here. So let me show you guys. So when you go right here and you hit the person's little picture, like this whole profile thing pops up and it has some extra information on the person. And I believe there's an extra step of verification too. Like, you know, the person themselves gets a, this is the person's reviews for themselves, not just their house. So like before, I mean, it's still, you know, people are gonna always be creepy and all the other stuff, but this is just another added step to incentivize people to be good hosts instead of bad hosts, right? So right now, again, if you're thinking about like even with the creative spaces, traveling, and it goes with the economy too, like the travel industry supposedly is supposed to be hit right now because of, you know, high interest rates, you know, just everything is high. It's high. So what do? You know, and hotels are actually starting to do that too. Like I've read that hotels actually started to buy properties, and they were the ones who kind of like started pushing this, or lowering their rates on their own rooms as well. So it's like, if they know they got a bunch of people that are probably going to want to solo travel or smaller families, you know, like 3 people or whatever. And most people, they don't want to pay $300 a night for a room. So it's like even hotels started to drop their rates down to try to like combat Airbnb and all the other platforms. So there's a lot of them now. Like you have, and those are just the top two. These are the top two, you know, that people know from popular culture, from pop culture, is Airbnb and Vrbo. But you have literally corporations that have started their short-term rental business. Like there's one called Casa, and then there's a few people that are Airbnb. You know, they started their own smaller companies, but even them, like I know this one dude, I watch him on you know, YouTube, and then another guy, they have like over 200, 300 units, you know, across the United States and Canada. So it's like the competition with those type of people is like, you know, they took a corner of the market when it comes to short-term rentals. But then again, the hotels are still like, you know, we need to kind of like combat Airbnb or short-term rental travels. So they started lowering their prices. Then Airbnb was like, well, shit, we gotta figure out how to combat this. And so they just went back to what they started with, you know, but made it seem a lot more up to date and, you know, refurbished. So for me, honestly, I don't ever worry about any of these market change stuff, because my biggest Airbnb is literally in the prime location, and it'll always have people that want to come there. You know, it's in the middle of South LA, formerly known as South Central. It's 10 minutes, or not even 10 minutes, it's 5 minutes away from the SoFi Stadium, from the Clipper Stadium that's being built, and from the Forum. It's 10 minutes away, or 15 minutes away from USC. It's 25 minutes away from each beach. Like literally every beach that you can think of in LA is probably like 25, maybe 30 minutes, you know, if it's traffic. But a lot of times I can show my guests how to get there on the streets, and it will take only that time frame. So, you know, my thing was I never had an idea to get into, like when I got into real estate, it was always about multifamily. So like even right now, I'm pivoting, and it was kind of like a crazy thing, because it started off as a conversation, but then also hearing somebody else say it in the midst of another conversation, it was like kind of like an affirmation to me, like, man, okay, this is about to be. And actually, I just heard it today on another podcast I was listening to this morning. I don't know why I just did like this, but I think I felt I was trying to feel it. You know, you got to go reach out and touch it. But so I've heard it 3 times, where old office spaces are potentially going to become new style residential homes, you know, multifamily, because there is no company that's new or, you know, that has big money that's looking for a big ass office space. Like it's just, there are none. Like nobody wants that. So that's also right now. It's like, okay, well, start to look at, you know, if you can get any of the old office buildings, you know, on wholesale right now, because somebody's just sitting on that property, and I'm not gonna say they're hurting, because if somebody knows how to, you know, depreciate the value of the property, they don't really care, because they can get the taxes off that joint, the tax cuts off of that joint each year, and it gets better and better, or only gets better and better for them. So, but there's definitely a lot of old office buildings out there that just like have been sitting since the pandemic, probably even before that. You know, I remember even before the pandemic, a lot of people want to start to work from home. You know, just not even just tech companies, just a lot of people. So yeah, man, you know, it's always a good time to be in the mindset of making bigger and better moves. And that's just where I'm at right now. Even when I feel like I'm slowed down a little bit, but it's still like, you know, just gearing up for the next jump, you know, because out of this one, man, I definitely got to go commercial mixed use next, you know, and if I don't, hey, you know, I'll just go for it the next time. Because let's say the next property I get is a 4-plex, I'll be happy, you know, because it's something bigger than what I got the first time, you know. But and I'm still looking for land too. So I think I found a piece of land back in Mojave, actually, closer to my mom's house. It's about like 10 acres too. So man, that should be dope right now, just to buy 10 acres of land out there, like, and start to just build on it, you know, like slowly but surely just build on it, rent it out, do as much stuff I know as I can, you know, on the property. It's zone agriculture too, so that'll be really dope. But yeah, man, that's just where I'm at right now, guys. Like I said, tomorrow I'm definitely gonna start a new video because this one's about to be done today, of course. I don't know if I'll do like inside the Equitech because it's usually like loud and just trying to meet people and, you know, get my contacts up and stuff like that. But I definitely, you know, will start the video before I head over there tomorrow. I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow in the morning too. So, but I continue to say it, and I'm gonna always say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm continuing to still. I'm moving on my own as much as I possibly can, but I'm always looking to build a team or work with other people. Not even build a team, just build a circle of people that are doing this like-minded thing. So, you know, if you're in the real estate, if you want to get into real estate, and you don't have no idea, you know, definitely you can hit me up. You can contact me on my IG. Hit me up on my personal one. It's Brennan Scott. Shit, I got a LinkedIn, I got all that stuff, but just make it easy. Hit me up on IG, just, you know, DM me. You know, and as always, for the people that have and that do support my channel, I appreciate you guys. If it's anybody new, hit that post notification button. That way you get alerted when I drop a new video. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. You know, definitely share it. Let somebody else know about it. But yeah, until then, man, I mean, that's pretty much all I got. Like I said, if you haven't, go check out my free ebook and e-course. It's free. Go check that out. Definitely some gems for people that are just starting off, because it's not just about starting off Airbnb business. It's short-term rental, mid-term rentals in general, and it's actually how to start your business. I'll just say the correct way. Again, I bumped my head on my first business, and I didn't do a few things, and I had to learn. You know, so it's like, just giving this knowledge, I want people to be able to take that first step and not have to take that so many bumps of like going, okay, well, like I was explaining to a guy yesterday that I met out here. It's like I've learned when you first start your business, you want to first like kind of like foreshadow where you want your business to go in the future. So you know, starting your LLC, getting your business address, making sure your business address is at an actual location, not like a store, not like a Staples or anything like that, or like at a mail center. You want an actual physical address, like, you know, a building. Making sure you get a phone line for your business, and then making sure you get your email as well. So, you know, start to build your business credit with like net 30 accounts. Even though those take a long time, but it's still just something to get you going, because you still got to build your personal credit up too. But yeah, man, so that's all the knowledge I'll be giving out. Like I said, hit that post notification button, hit that like, share, subscribe button, and until next time, your boy is out. All right.